Sagittarius, yes, oh my gosh, this is the most energized reading that I have leaned into yet this year, and so I am so excited to channel what is in store for you in January 2025. Think big, think expansive. This is going to be a really, really juicy month for the Sagittarius. Now, as I'm leaning into the energy, I'm going to channel whatever is coming through for the collective reading of the Sagittarius sign. As always with collective readings, we want to digest it, we want to infuse it, and we want to understand where it makes sense inside of our life. Now, when I'm diving in, if you have any questions or you want to share your breakthroughs, please do share them down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more monthly content. What Spirit is saying is stop trying to explain yourself and just give yourself permission to move. I feel like in the past you've tried to explain yourself too hard and you've tried to make it make sense for everybody else around you. But sometimes when we're stretching into this big, bold personality, we don't need to make it make sense, and we don't need to logically make people aware of the shifts that we're going through. Actually, the shifts that you're focused on right now, Sagittarius, are very much self-created. And I can see that you're somebody who's prioritizing yourself this year. A flick is going to be switched. It's like there's something that's changing for you, especially over the next 5 days. And as things are changing, you're entering this hot season of energy where it's like, I know what I want. Do not stand in my way because here's where I'm going. Now, I do feel like with that, there's going to be a lot of balancing out that happens in your external reality. And so you're going to notice that people that cannot keep up the pace with the direction in which you're going, they're going to drop off. Now, this is not a time of sitting there and grieving the people that are dropping off from your life. This is a time of actually feeling fulfilled, because the people that are dropping off right now are the people that are dropping off for a reason. And it is no coincidence that I just saw 11:11 whilst recording this, because this kind of explains the energy for you right now. It's like everything that is meant to be is happening without you needing to force it. The people that are not meant to be in your life, they're going to leave themselves. You're not going to have to force that. You're not going to have to try to make them leave. They're just going to walk out, and connections in your life are going to fizzle out. That's both relationships, friendships, business connections. Whatever is not meant for you is going to fizzle out this season. And you need to just let that happen without getting consumed by maybe some of those energetic releases. Because at the end of the day, January, if you cannot tell by my energy, is supposed to be a hot month for you to take action into this new version of yourself. Now, what I can see here is that it's like, there is no stopping me. There is no stopping me. There is nothing holding me back. Here's where I'm going. Here's my destination. And I do feel like a lot of you have had to get really decisive with what it is that you want this year. Now, in getting decisive, goals are a very, very big thing for you, because in the past, you've had these flexible goals where you've set a goal and then you almost like forget what the goal is and you're like, well, I'll just accept whatever comes. This is not a time of accepting whatever comes. This is a time of being very intentional, of saying, I want what I want and I'm not going to feel bad about it. And so turn up the heat, Spirit, and let's go after what it is that we desire. Set the goal and remember what you're capable of when you really, really tap into your energy, because there's so much that gets to happen right now. I'm seeing rapid speed. There's something you've wanted to call into your life, rapid speed is showing. And I feel by the time we get to end of January, whatever has felt like the gap in your life, and I say gap because the way that I'm seeing it is every other area of your life feels okay, but there's one area of your life where you feel like something is missing. And this is going to be different for each of you. It could be finances, it could be relationships, it could be family. There's one area of your life that you feel is missing right now. Now, what Spirit is saying is you're getting the clarity in this area of your life and you're calling it forward much faster than anticipated. Now, this is meant to be seen as one, faith, because I feel like you've needed faith that the things that you want are on the way. And two, you've lined up your ducks in the right row. So whatever decisions you've made to the back end of last year, everything is lining up and leading to this bigger moment. And so it's not happening just by fate. It's not happening just by miracle. It's happening because of how you've shifted and the decisions that you've been making to really blossom into this next chapter of life. Now, I do see that this is a next chapter. That pain, that tension, that is kind of going poof, and it just feels like all the particles are breaking up and all the tension's breaking up, but you'd almost programmed yourself for that. I feel like you knew 2025 was going to be a big year and you'd already started planting the internal seeds to make that happen. And so the energy that this sparks is not that anything is changing. It's just that your viewpoint is changing, your perspective is changing, and you're ready now to say, whatever wants to come my way is gonna come my way. And Spirit is using the words, expect the unexpected, because yes, you're somebody who likes to plan everything, but sometimes we just cannot plan, right? Things are gonna come, things are gonna happen. We don't need to plan everything. Sometimes we just need to allow. I just got a visual of a car. And so I feel like there's a new car involved for somebody who's listening to this. I am going to say that's probably not for everybody, but there is some new car energy because I just saw a car and Spirit does not lie with the visions. I'm going to say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, this is a time of sharing yourself out, again, in all areas. And so if you're somebody who's been dating, like, open yourself up to dating several people. That's not to say you have to be intimate with all those people at once, but it is going to help you to craft the experience that you want here on this earth. Second of all, very much in like business and avenues for money. Like, put your eggs in numerous different spaces. Really be willing to put yourself out there and say, I want that and that and that. This is not a time to just focus on one thing. It's a time to be focusing on several things. And so what I will say is that there's a big theme of like investing here, making money from different sources. Be willing to play around with that. That is going to pay off, and that is going to really give you what it is that you want in this chapter of life. And I feel it's going to help you from releasing the fear of frustration by getting too focused on one thing. You need the flexibility. You need the stretch into numerous different avenues, right? And so this is a time of being creative and allowing numerous different avenues into your life. I will say that there's going to be a prospect of doing something alongside a friend. There's a collaboration energy. I feel like it involves travel in some way. It's kind of being dangled by a carrot the way that I see this right now. Somebody's either asking you to travel with them, host an event with them, do something with them, and it's kind of being dangled by a carrot. Spirit is saying it will pay off, right? And so this connection is something you want to keep into your life. It just feels slightly delayed. Give it time, let the delay run its course, and the things will come to the surface there. But whatever collaborations start to come to the surface in January, they are meant to blossom. And so you just want to hold on to that energy until the later months where they can really start to come into fruition. I will say, Sagittarius, is I just feel very excited. I feel like it's a point where you're receiving. And it's not just a case of setting your goal, it's like goal received. Like, energy is flowing. Things are happening now. Things are happening faster than you anticipated, and this is a time of celebration. And so if you've wanted a baby, if you've wanted to reach a milestone, if you've wanted to get to a result in your life, it's happening. And it's like a time of letting go of the stress. There is no need to stress right now. Things are coming to the surface and they're happening right now. January is a very, very abundant month for you, and I can do nothing but clap and appreciate and celebrate upon you.